in the timing for some other regions. So sorry for that, guys. Okay, so today we will be talking about TVU remote commentator. And before going ahead, after the presentation, there will be a Q&A session. So you can drop your queries on Q&A on the bottom or even on the chat box so that we can help you uh, clarifying all the doubts which you have. So as you know, guys, due to the pandemic, still there's a travel restriction and everything is getting remotely done. Even the productions, sports production, and people are working from home. So TV remote commentator is the requirement for the market which we came up. So what TV?
So I'd like to introduce my colleagues. We have here with me today Oriel Ickart. He's the technical director at TVU Networks. And I also have here Yoni Tayar, the marketing director at TVU Networks. So I'll hand it over to them now to get started. And thank you once again, everybody, for joining. Any questions, just ask them in the Q&A button, and looking forward to it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Doris. Again, hello everyone and welcome. Today, I hope you're all doing okay. I know that in many European countries, the lockdown is starting to be a bit more relaxed and people are starting to restart their working life. And in some other countries, it's still a bit delayed. But I hope that all of you are safe and good. Today we're going to focus on all the different alternative TV networks offer in terms of remote production, as well as like customer use cases. The reason why we think it's important for you is that even though the quarantine is over in many countries, like there are still many rules around social distancing and traveling that will keep on going for many months to come. And these solutions are a very good way to keep your production going and your live events going. First of all, at a way more interesting production budget than you used to have with satellite or Orbit truck. But also it will allow you to respect like social distancing and all these other criteria that we have to face today. So let's start right now, okay? First of all, a very quick reminder for those who have joined like our previous webinars on cloud production and news anchoring from home. We presented a diagram, but it's just to say that TVU is offering a solution that covers the whole media supply chain, okay, from acquisition of live video to automated indexing and metadata, several remote production solution, distribution over IP and live streaming, and as well as the system to manage, control, and also get analytics from all this media supply chain. Okay. As explained today, we will mainly focus on the remote at-home production, and also we will present at the end of the session the new features that we have released on cloud production. Okay, we're not going to do a full presentation on cloud production. We already did it in the past. For those who are interested in doing it again, just contact us and we can organize a new session. So let's go into the topic. Today we have 3 remote production alternatives that will be really helpful during social distancing. The first one is TVU RPS for at-home REMI production. Oriol, our technical director, will go into further detail, but it basically allows you to have a single device at a venue, for example, a stadium for like the games that are going to be played under lockdown in Germany or other countries, and to connect up to 6 camera, SDI camera, professional camera, and receive the signal at a remote studio location. All this using the public internet. It's a solution that is very reliable, that has been used already for many years. And I would say now, since the market has been moving to the situation where we are today, it's ideal to cover a lot more events as well, a wider range of events. I'll go more in detail. The second solution that we want to present is a wireless remote production using our TVU1 transmitters connected to professional camera. It doesn't have to be like the shoulder ENG camera. It can also be like professional sport camera. Our solution also include like the capacity to do remote control, like remote camera controls, intercom, etc. Video return. Oriol will present all the detail and do a live demo. But this is also a very interesting solution when you want to have more flexibility to be more mobile and to, again, produce everything from a remote studio location. And the third alternative is entirely cloud-based. We have like a lot of people that are using it either with professional camera or with smartphones, where you can get up to 4 live feeds, or again, perfectly synchronized, and all into a cloud producer. So we've presented this in the past, and we will come back to it at the end, again, through a live demo. Also, what I wanted to show is that we have hundreds of customer stories around remote production. I think it's interesting for you because like you can always like learn from the other and learn how they've used it, their workflow, like what was their challenges and how they were able to answer it. We have like remote production of like triathlon from like Hawaii to Paris. We had like world roller games that were produced across 11 venues, or like very standard event like the CrossFit games like with Reebok that are like done every year, where it's in a single venue, but they have like multi-camera and synchronized. Also like for like some football game. But we also had like more, like I would say, variation in terms of remote production. For example, people using a remote production solution like RPS to do remote graphic production. Like for example, for rallies, here I put Al Kamel, but also like the International Motorsports Federation in the US is using this. That's the kind of solution. We also have like cloud production. I'm not going to go too much into detail. We talked a lot about it in the past, but it's been used for news, for radio, for concerts, for lots of different events as well. And also remote fan participation, which is a kind of other way of doing remote production where you can also engage the fan from home, okay? All these stories are available on our website. Here is, I'm showing you a view on our website, but you can easily choose the technology that you're interested in on our website and view the stories and get into more detail for the stories. And as I said, within a story, you will have a lot more detail and workflow and diagram, challenges. So it can help you to duplicate this kind of application to your environment, okay? So all these solutions that I presented have 4 common points, like I said. One is that it will be working perfectly during this social distancing period. It doesn't require an OB truck, where OB truck are pretty hard to use these days because it's a very confined space. So it's hard to maintain like the regulation imposed by the government. Also, all of this solution, whether it's producer in the cloud or the wireless camera or like the cable camera with RPS, they are all frame accurate, which is important. All of them offer like broadcast quality video that can go up to full HD or even like 4K, and also can like be perfectly with a SDI signal or for digital. So I mean, it covers the whole range of like broadcast video format that you need. And finally, all of them are using the public internet, okay, which Ethernet, Wi-Fi, or cellular, 4G, 5G. So all of this is very useful to reduce also your production budget while maintaining a very good reliability to produce your live event. So without going any further, I'm going to let Oriol present you the first solution, which is TV RPS. Here you have a bunch of interesting features about the product, but Oriol will explain all of them during a live demo. Oriol, I leave it to you.
Thank you, Yoni. Thank you, Doris. Hello to all the people. There is a lot of audience coming, so thank you for spending time with us. Let me share my screen, and you will see here what is RPS. RPS, as Yoni said, is a multi-channel transmitter that can go, it has 6 inputs and in one side and 2 outputs on the encoder side, and in the other side, of course, 6 outputs and 2 inputs. That permits to transmit 6 high-quality videos in broadcast quality from the venue to home, and then 2 return videos also in high quality for the return. Most important things, the latency, we can go down to 0.8 seconds of latency, 800 milliseconds of latency using public internet, and up to 150,000 kilobits, 50 megabits per second of bit rate. About bit rate, you can apply a global bit rate for all the inputs, or you can choose for every of the channels a different bit rate. Here you can see that is the histogram of the bit rate. If I decide that channel 2 I don't want to have so big bit rate, I can reduce to 5 megs. You will see that the value is going to reduce. You can do it that in live without cutting the video transmission. So now you have your reduction on the bit rate and the signal continues to work. Also, you can have a preview. This is a low quality preview just to check that the signal that is entering on any of the input is the signal that you expect to receive there. Okay, it takes a while. And you would have here the preview of the signal, just to see that, yes, this is the camera that I want to put on camera number 1. Other important things is about the audio. You can transmit 2 channels of audio or 16 channels of audio per video channel. In total, with the 6 channels, you can transmit up to 96. All this audio is transmitted embedded, okay? To maintain the synchronicity, the lip sync synchronization of video and audio. Other important things is the video return. Here on the back, you can choose the video return to be sent it back from one to the other. Also in high quality, and you can choose the bit rate for this video return. The delay of the video return will be the same delay of the video transmission, okay? Also here in this left side, you can see an histogram